Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with your work and finance advice readings. And we're going to be doing a bi-weekly this time. Okay, this is typically a weekly reading, but this time it's going to have to be bi-weekly because I have a trip planned for next week for a few days in the week. And so I just wanted to make sure that we're covering the whole time frame, okay? And so it's going to be for the weeks of the 20th and the 27th of March 2017, specific for work, finance, studies, how you earn your living, that sort of that section, okay? Thank you very much for joining me. Please remember that these are general readings, so they're going to make sense to some of you and they're not going to apply to others, and that's okay. It's normal. They are general readings. You could watch your moon and rising sign readings for additional messages that may apply to you. And of course, if you want a reading that is specific for you, go ahead and get a private reading, okay? All the links you need are in the description box below. We are going to have a look at what's coming up during this time in terms of opportunities, things to be aware of, okay, for work, finance, studies, and so on, okay? So thank you again for joining me. Enjoy your readings. Have a wonderful time ahead, and I will talk to you again very soon. Take care. Hi Gemini, thank you for joining me. Let's have a look at what this time frame is about for some of you, okay? So first of all, you have three major arcana cards in your reading. So this could be a very significant time for you. It could also be a very frustrating time for you when you feel like things are not within your control. It could also be a time when you just depend on other people to get your goals accomplished. And it could also be a time when you would be better served taking a step back and observing and then finding your way, seeing where things guide you, as opposed to trying to push through the energy or trying to avoid or run away from the energy, okay? You could be making some big changes during this time that can be very positive for you, but you do have to be present. At the bottom of the deck here, we do have the Knight of Wands as your overall energy. So the Knight of Wands, first of all, it can represent a job change. It can represent progress with work, advancement, promotions, pay raise. It can also represent travel, quite a lot of travel, going back and forth for work or getting a job that involves travel. For others of you, this could also be talking about business trips, maybe even abroad, or just traveling a lot because you're going to different places to interviews this week. But if this is what's going on for you, the Knight of Wands is, excuse me, a very encouraging card, okay, because it does talk about things moving forward, making progress. So if you are going through the application process and you are going to interviews back and forth, chances are you're going to get something out of that, okay? Let's look at your cards and then we're going to tie the messages in together. So we have the Four of Cups, the World, the Sun, very positive cards here, the Lovers, and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so for some of you, this is about hesitation. For some of you, you're coming close to the end of a contract, or you're coming close to the end of your time with a particular job, with a particular company, and it's a time when you focus more on the sadness of that and the disappointment of that, as opposed to really focusing on the future and what your next step is and what your opportunities are. So for some of you, this could be, it can show up as a bit of a pity party energy, okay, with the Four of Cups here. And it is a card that talks about focusing on things that we're not happy about, focusing on the things that just make us feel sad, bored, discontent, and not really opening up to see other opportunities, okay, because there is a potential for us to miss opportunities if we're just staying here and focused on things that they're done, we can't change them, they're not in our hands, okay, so on and so forth. So the message here, the main message here is, excuse me, if you are in a situation where you're sorry to leave, okay, the World card can represent the end of a time, the end of a cycle, the end of a contract, excuse me, the end of a job, but it's in a positive way. The World doesn't talk about being fired or being kicked out of a job. It's just a natural completion, okay, so things naturally came to their completion, to their conclusion. And it does come with success or rewards and recognition. But for some of you, you're stuck focusing on what you're giving up or what you're losing, so to speak, or what is changing in your life and you're not happy about, as opposed to seeing the blessings, seeing the opportunities, and focusing on the new beginning. Okay, so if that's the case for you, the message is definitely to move forward. This is under the Knight of Wands. Don't hold on to the past. Don't hold on to what's done and dusted, okay? Allow this cycle of completion to happen. Let things come full circle. Enjoy your accolades, okay? With the World card here, you've earned your accolades. And with the Sun card, it's about you now. You can do whatever you want. What is it that you want your next step to be? Where is it that you want to go next? You can absolutely do that. The Sun is, again, a card that talks about success. It is a card that talks about victory. It is a card that talks about growth, expansion, creativity, new opportunities, a lighthearted approach, okay, celebration, socializing. And then with the Lovers, it is about choices. It is about commitments, okay? What do we want our next job to be? Where do we want our next contract to be? What do we want to do next? Because with these major arcana cards, you could also be looking at, for some of you, you're retiring, okay? You're retiring. It's a natural process. It's a natural transition. You've done very well for yourself, but it's just time to retire. And with the Four of Cups, it's like you just don't want to accept it, okay, for whatever reason. It is a big change, so it makes sense. However, with the Sun card here, this is telling you that, okay, you've worked all of your life. Now is the time to relax. Now is the time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Just take some time off, clear your head, relax, recharge your batteries, and then decide what you want to do next. Because with the Lovers here, I see that you definitely have ideas in terms of either starting your own business, or even getting a part-time job, or getting a weekend job, or anything like that, okay, or volunteering. I see that you still don't want to just settle down and be retired, and so you can absolutely get to that, but you do need to just take some time, rest, recuperate, clear your head, recharge your batteries, and then look at your options and make your choices. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm losing my voice here. But I was fine before I started your reading, so it could also be linked to your reading. In terms of a message for someone, that you need to speak up, or you need to speak the truth, or you need to face the truth. Okay. For those of you, this is a job change. And you've made some really good connections with the people you worked with in your previous job, okay, or your current job, if this is what's coming to an end. You've made some really good connections. They feel like family. You're sad to go. You're sad to just, you're sad about the fact that your time is up there. And so the World here is bittersweet, where, yes, you did an excellent job. You're getting excellent referrals and recommendations. Everyone's loving you. Everyone loved what you did for them, and so on and so forth. But you kind of sad. It's bittersweet, okay? It's, yes, this is great and I'm being celebrated, but at the same time, I'm not going to be coming back here tomorrow, and I'm going to miss these people. If this is what's going on, you can always, if you really want to keep those friendships, it just takes prioritizing and to make the time for these people and to keep in touch with them. And you can still, have these people in your life. So it's all about enjoying the accolades, being celebrated. It's significant. What you did there is very significant. And it is actually going to open up new doors for a lot of you. Because we do have the Knight of Pentacles here, talking about offers, job opportunities being presented to you. And for some of you, this has been a long time coming, or they have moved very, very slowly. And with the Four of Cups, it's a situation where you just wanted to give up on this, whatever the situation is for you, whether it's hearing back from a job, or hearing back from something you've applied for, or hearing back from an interview or anything like that. It's been a while and you just haven't heard back. And so this is a time when you're thinking about just giving up, or you have given up on it, okay? You have allowed that to just be done, be completed, just let it go, okay? Free yourself from that. Start the process all over. Go through the research, go through getting information, go through looking at what's available, go through applying and choosing where to apply, what to do, and where to go. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles, something that has been moving very, very slowly, but it has found you and it has reached you during this time, okay? And it's what you have given up on, or what you have lost hope with, for some of you, okay? For others, this is about starting your own business. And for others, okay, this is about choosing between two things. So if you have been working a regular job and you also have a side business, then I feel like this is a time when you're feeling depleted. It takes a toll on you, having to split your focus. And this is a week with these 3 major arcana cards. This is a week to make it about you and about your dreams and about your goals. With the Sun card, it's all about not being afraid to shine, not being afraid to stand on your own 2 feet. It's also a card that talks about independence. And then with the Lovers, it is choosing your own business, choosing your passion, because that's what is close to you, that's what you believe in, okay, and committing to it. And then with the Knight of Pentacles, it's talking about making investments, coming up with budgets, business plans, making sound investments in the long run, looking at what is required now, what can wait, that sort of thing, making wise decisions when it comes to investing in your own business at this time. Kind of pacing yourself also comes up here. Let's see what else we're getting. For those of you, this is talking about a house move. You're moving to a different place, maybe to a foreign place or overseas, or far from where you are now. And it is a big change. It is a big move, okay, with the World card. It's definitely what you had to do. It's definitely what was meant for you to do. You could be moving someplace warm or tropical, even with the Sun card, or even a place that's better for your children, like better schools or something like that. And then this is you sticking to this is you making this commitment and then starting to make different choices and changes so that you can settle in. And then with the Knight of Pentacles, it's all about investing, okay, either investing in the home, buying furniture, getting stuff rearranged or stuff like that, okay, with this Knight of Pentacles. So for some of you, this is the big change happening. You're moving house and you're investing in it. And for others, this is a promotion that is happening that you have waited for a really long time, and you actually thought it was just not going to happen. I feel like it's finally happening. You're finally getting the credit, the accolades, everything that you deserve. They're changing your contract with new terms, better pay. It could be more responsibility or more independence, so to speak, more authority, but better perks as well. And it's something that you're just going to have to take your time and build, okay? Build upon it. Take your time, move slowly, do things properly, and you could be doing this for the rest of your life if you wanted to. Excellent time for celebration, for rewards, for success, for self-employment, independence, financial security, making significant progress, okay? When it comes to this area of your life, with job, with finances, that sort of thing. Could also be completing a course or completing training or completing workshops, seminars, anything like that. And then you're either taking some time off before you go back to work, or for others of you, this is about exposure. This is about applying to things or getting registered as a result of this course, okay? Now you have a degree, or now you have a certificate or anything like that. You're updating your resume. People are looking at your resume. They're impressed, okay, by your skills, and there's offers coming to you for you to choose from. Okay, so these are a few of the messages coming through for you for this time frame. If they do resonate with you, let me know what this is for you. It's going to be different things for different people. Be sure to watch your moon and rising sign readings for additional messages. But it looks like a really great time, so I hope that it happens for as many of you as possible. Take care of yourself. Think big. Think for the future. Don't hold yourself back, okay? And enjoy the blessings that are coming to you, absolutely. Have a great time ahead, and I'll talk to you again soon. Take care.